Divers descend into the silence off a forgotten Greek island. One surfaces clutching a bronze lump crusted in coral and centuries of salt. At first, it looks worthless, another relic from a drowned Roman ship, until it splits open, and something gleams inside. Tiny gears, interlocked, precise beyond belief. 2,000 years before the clock was invented, someone built a machine that could predict the movements of the heavens, a computer in an age of swords, and it was only the beginning. If a computer could rise from the depths of the ancient world, what else have we uncovered that shouldn't exist at all? Number 10. Göbekli Tepe, Turkey. High on a limestone ridge in southern Turkey, a shepherd's shovel struck stone, and history blinked. What he found wasn't a wall or a tomb, but the top of a buried temple older than any known city. Ring after ring of carved pillars emerged, each taller than a man and etched with animals never meant to be hunted. Foxes, vultures, scorpions frozen in limestone. When scientists dated it to around 9,500 BCE, the result broke every rule in the book. Civilization was supposed to start with farming, yet these people built a temple first. They hauled stones weighing 10 tons without the wheel, shaping a sacred gathering place centuries before agriculture took root. And then, just as mysteriously, they buried it. As if closing a chapter of humanity we weren't meant to read. If this was the prologue to civilization, what came next rewrote its very architecture. Number 9. The Great Pyramid's Hidden Chamber, Egypt. For 4,000 years, we thought the Pyramid of Khufu had given up all its secrets. Then, in 2017, physicists scanned it with cosmic rays, and the data revealed a vast empty space above the Grand Gallery, untouched since the day the last stone was set. No one knows its purpose. Some call it a construction gap, others a sealed chamber guarding something more. Even today, the void remains unreachable, and the pyramid continues to guard its mystery in silence. If a monument studied for centuries can still hide something that large, what else might be waiting, buried beneath the sand? Number 8. The Antikythera Mechanism, Greece. In the wreckage of a sunken ship, divers uncovered bronze fragments coated in green corrosion. Inside lay an intricate system of gears so advanced it could track the orbits of the sun, moon, and planets with astonishing accuracy. Built 2,000 years ago, it shouldn't exist. This device, now called the Antikythera Mechanism, could predict eclipses and the timing of ancient games. It was an analog computer from an age that shouldn't have known such machines at all. No one knows who built it or why that knowledge vanished. It's as if a single spark of future technology flickered in the ancient world, and then was lost to the sea. Number 7. The Roman dodecahedra, Europe. Across the old borders of the Roman Empire, small bronze objects keep appearing, 12-sided, hollow, each face pierced by a circle. More than 100 have been found, from Britain to Hungary, yet not one Roman writer mentions them. Were they tools, ritual relics, toys for the elite? No one can say. They bear no marks of use, no inscriptions, no clear purpose. The empire that recorded everything left no trace of these strange shapes. Perhaps their meaning was never meant to survive, a secret traded from hand to hand until it disappeared. Number 6. Hal Saflieni, Hypogam, Malta. Beneath a quiet Maltese neighborhood lies a labyrinth carved from stone over 5,000 years ago. In one chamber, a whisper becomes something else entirely. The voice bounces, deepens, and returns as a resonant hum that seems to vibrate through the chest. Tests show the room amplifies a specific frequency, one that affects human emotion and awareness. Whether by accident or design, its builders created a space that still stirs the body and the mind in equal measure. They left no writing, no explanation, only the echo of sound carved into the earth. We've seen temples rise before towns and machines appear centuries ahead of their time. If you've made it this far into the unknown, leave a quick like. Even the ancients left offerings when the mystery deepened. Because the next discoveries challenge everything we think we know about our past. Number 5. Pantelleria Vecchia Bank Megalith, Mediterranean Sea. Beneath the waves between Sicily and Tunisia lies a single massive stone, 12 meters long, drilled clean through as if by a machine. When researchers dated the seafloor around it, they realized it once stood on dry land. 9,000 years ago, before the sea rose to claim it. Someone carved and moved a 15-ton pillar before metal tools or organized cities existed. Its purpose is still unknown. A marker, a monument, or something lost to the flood. If one stone endures there, how many others sleep beneath the ocean's silence? Number 4. The Ishango Bone, Central Africa. On the shore of a Congolese lake, a hunter left behind a slender bone carved with tiny notches. At first glance, it's decoration, but the marks form sequences, patterns that mirror prime numbers and lunar cycles. 20,000 years old. It may be the earliest record of mathematics. Long before writing or cities, someone tracked time and number by hand, gazing at the sky and counting by moonlight. Before civilization, there was curiosity, and it left its signature in bone. Number 3. The Nazca Lines, Peru. Across Peru's desert plain stretch hundreds of enormous figures etched into the ground. Birds, spirals, even what looks like an astronaut's outline. From the ground, they're invisible. Only from the air do they reveal their shape. For centuries, wind and sand have barely touched them. Some align with stars, others with sources of water, yet no one knows exactly why they were drawn. Perhaps they were messages to the gods, seen only from above. Even now, new lines are still being found, proof that the desert is still speaking. Number 2. The Baghdad Battery, Iraq. In the 1930s, workers near Baghdad unearthed small clay jars holding copper cylinders and iron rods. When tested, they produced a faint electric charge. Could ancient craftsmen have stumbled onto electricity 2,000 years before we rediscovered it? No record explains their use, and no other device needed power. Maybe they were ritual containers, maybe early science experiments, or a forgotten discovery far ahead of its time. Number 1. The Mount Ebal Lead Tablet, West Bank. In 2022, archaeologists sifting through debris from Mount Ebal found a folded piece of lead the size of a coin. Inside were faint letters spelling out a curse and the name of Israel's God. If authentic, it would be the oldest Hebrew inscription ever discovered, written centuries before the Bible. But the claim is still debated. Some scholars see deliberate writing, others see coincidence in scratches and shadows. Whether genuine or not, it reminds us that history often lives at the edge of belief and proof. From buried sanctuaries to hidden chambers, from drowned monuments to numbers carved in bone, each of these discoveries widens the gap between what we believe and what we can prove. History isn't a straight line. It's a puzzle, half of it still missing. So when the next fragment surfaces, will we recognize it or bury it again? If you're the kind who keeps digging when the trail goes cold, subscribe to History Digest and uncover the next secret the past refuses to explain.